Good morning, it's MJ, and this is a general reading for the collective using the Crow Tarot, the Wise Dog, and the Grimalkin Tarot for Wednesday, January 22nd. And a quick update on the guidebook. So I am placing the big order for the books. If you pre-ordered your guidebook already, your order is secure, and I'm placing the order to have them printed on Saturday. On that date, the price goes up to $29.99, and it will take about, it takes after that point, then each book is printed to order. So keep in mind, if you want to get in with the pre-order price and you want to get your book in with that first run that are being ordered, please do so before Saturday. And I'll have notes in the video down below on that, as well as a coupon code for free shipping today only. So today only, free shipping. So that way I'm trying to get as many ordered at one time as possible. So I'm not placing like orders for 2, orders for 1, you know what I mean? So anyway, it will help me out and it helps you out. So special discount plus free shipping. Okay, let's get started, shall we? I should say the special discount, because I know they'll be like, what are you talking? That's the pre-order price. The price is $22.99 before Saturday. After that, it goes up to $29.99. Okay. So let's see what energy we are working with today. We've had that 5 of Swords show up twice this week. In fact, Monday we had it in 2 positions. So I feel like it's been really easy for people to get snappish, to get short, to be combative, rude, perhaps, this week. So let's see what we have going on. See if we can break from that. Hey, and if there's anybody out there who knows their astrology and if you know the transits, please, by all means, if there's something in the air that's just making it particularly easy for people to become prickly or, get their hackles up, or get their, as I like to say, get their knickers in a twist, please let me know. I mean, I don't really know much about astrology, and I'd love to know if this is just something that's I'm noticing, or if this is more in the collective, that people are dealing with some energy out there that's less than friendly. So let's see what today brings. Maybe we're shifting out of it. I hope so. We need more positivity in this world. We need more kindness in the world, more forgiveness, more acceptance. Oh my God. More patience with people. I know I'm a horrible person when it comes to being a patient driver here in Seattle. I'm working on that. More understanding. Okay. So we start off with the Hermit. So this may be a time, especially if you're feeling like you're on the receiving end of somebody who's pretty prickly, if they're, somebody who's like fighting you at all costs, like that they feel like they have to get their way. This may be a time to retreat, to say, I need some time alone. This may be a good time for you to consider all your options and not just react, right? I mean, we can't control other people's actions, but we can control our reaction. And right now, with the Hermit sitting here, it's going to be particularly easy to find ways to escape, to find ways to remove yourself from a situation. That being said, there's healthy escapism and there's unhealthy escapism. If you're escaping something to avoid a difficult conversation, that might not be what's best. If you're escaping because you want to gather your thoughts and get clarity and approach a situation with an honest heart and perspective, then by all means, this is the energy that you want to slip into. So this is where you have to evaluate how this energy relates to you. Are you escaping from having a difficult conversation? Are you escaping from something that may be difficult or causes discomfort, right? Or are you really just allowing time for things to process in your head? So let's see what the Wise Dog brings. say I love how this deck shuffles. It shuffles like a dream. I know I say it every time because every time it's just like, it feels almost magical. It's like, whoosh, it makes a swish. Okay, I'm contemplating doing another run of the Wise Dog. If you guys think that that is something, if you would like a Wise Dog deck, you don't have a Wise Dog deck, there is a minimum order of like 500, so it's a big commitment. So I don't know if there's enough support for that. If there is, feel free to like put a note below saying, hey, you know, I'm interested. Then if I see enough of that, I may create a sign up sheet so I can get a better picture if it's worth the time and effort to do another run. Okay, so what we're bringing to us, what is coming to us with this Hermit, is a sense of peace, a sense of harmony, an understanding of who we are. There's a self-awareness that comes with this Nine of Pentacles, excuse me. And you can see this falcon here has this little hood on. This is where you have that ability to let loose when you need to, but also rein in the actions. Like, you know how to react in a situation that may be stressful. You know what you need at that time. You know when to pull out the guns, so to speak, not literally, please, ever. But you know when to create the argument that's worth winning and when to dial it back. This butterfly up here, because I created this butterfly not as an actual image of a butterfly, but more of a drawing of a butterfly. It represents a time where metamorphosis has already taken place, where you're able to look back at it much like how you would look at a picture and say, oh, I remember this time when I transitioned, when I made that big leap into this new life. And so, and there's the little wheat here, that's in the background as well. This pattern indicates harvesting and prosperity. And we have the trees here, and that's abundance and feeling grounded and secure with where you stand in this world. And this dog itself, this beautiful, beautiful dog, and I hope I'm not wrong here, but I believe her name is Sadie. I could be wrong. Leanne, please feel free if you're watching this to correct me. She was just such a solid black lab. And you know, like how black labs have that, just they're short and they're stout, like, well, some of them. And she was just a solid girl. And I just imagined her being just secure. And when she walked with complete conviction, you know, and there's nothing light about her. She's got this nice heaviness that's not negative. It's more like that she's just comfortable with where she stands, and she's grounded. And so this is where we have that energy of being aware of who you are and what you can accomplish and what you're here to do. And you feel secure enough in the material world where you're not focused on lack, right? It's when we're focused on lack that we stunt our growth, because you can't grow and focus on things that you don't have at the same time. If you're focusing on things you don't have, you're looking in the wrong direction. You need to look towards things that you desire, or things that will help or improve your life. And it doesn't work in the other way. So this Hermit here, I believe, is going to help you find clarity. It's going to help you gain that wisdom so that you can move into this place of the Nine of Pentacles, where you can find security, where you can allow yourself. Sometimes we just don't allow ourselves to feel this. It's right here. It may be sitting right next to you. You may have this nice, big, beautiful black lab sitting right next to you, but you don't recognize it for what it is. You know, does that make sense? Where you're already there. So this Hermit is going to help you. It's going to help you get into this place where you understand where you stand in this world, where your strengths are, where your weaknesses are, and how to temper them. You know, it's like how to feel confident, you know, and how to tame these wild thoughts that may create negative reactions to other people's actions. You're able to really gain a sense of wisdom as to who you are. And, you know, one of my favorite quotes is from Marilyn Monroe. And she said, and I'm paraphrasing here. She said, I don't care if somebody calls me a dumb blonde because I know I'm not dumb and I know I'm not a blonde. That's what you kind of have here with this Nine of Pentacles. It's like you have this self-awareness. You know who you are. You don't need other people's approval. You're able to tame that. You're able to know your place in the society and feel confident in where you stand. So let's see what the cats bring. Okay, listen, cats. It's like herding cats some morning. And we have the Nine of Wands. So looking at another 9 here. And this time, this cat is saying, hey, you know, you've made it so far. Give yourself a break, right? Before you fall in again. The story of this cat is that it started over here in the mountains and it's moving towards the poppies. It's moving towards the daffodils that signify a new beginning. And there's this wand that it's trying to reach here in the grass. And that's where it finds its true strength. And so it is balanced on these wands and it's hopped, it's made its way across, and it's fallen in. And now this last bit of water by the shore is particularly rough, right? It's like, it's just, there's a lot of waves, there's a lot of action happening here. And the message is to take your time, pace things out, wait perhaps for the waves to settle down a bit before making the next leap. Otherwise, in your exhaustion, you may end up getting wet again. So what this card is saying is like, take this time while you're the hermit. Evaluate the processes that have taken you to where you are so far, that brought you here. You know, where are the areas that you've fallen in? Where are the areas have you gotten wet, and what have you learned from it? You know, what can you take along, what can you learn rather from this process? You know, what can you take from this experience? And so now is this time to really go inward, take a break. You know, if you can, you know, get outside, connect with nature in a way where you have solitude. This is the perfect time to just go inward for a little bit and evaluate your journey, because you've been on this long journey, and it's okay to say, hey, I can stop here for a minute because I need to gather myself. I need to check in with myself and find that support that's there, and find this feeling that comes from being secure. Because when you allow yourself to feel okay with where you stand in this world, there's no amount of water that's going to drown you. You become buoyant. So stay focused on making sure that you are healing yourself, that that your goal is self-kindness and compassion inward, so that you can make time for yourself to get alone, to get some quiet time with your thoughts. So I hope this reading makes sense, and much love to you all. Peace and bye. I'll see you tomorrow.